Hello, Gemini. This is Mary with Sayre Tarot. Thank you for being here. This is for the first half of September 2020. It's probably going to go, it could be already, probably the energy you're already in. I was redirected by Spirit to let it settle because it was pretty chaotic. I was trying to publish about 3 days ago. So, okay, it's 3 or 4 days ago. I think it was Thursday and Friday. Okay, so we're just get started. Thank you for your likes and your shares, and for being here. So I have the 10 of Wands reversed. I have the 3 of Wands reversed. And I have the Brother of Stones. So the Brother of Stones is this is a new deck. It's a Templar deck. It's the Grail Tarot. It's a Grail Tarot. I guess it's the Holy Grail. Okay. So the Brother of Stones is the Page of Pentacles. So we have the 10 of Wands here, and this is just all, I'm not doing a past, present, or future. This could speak to your past. It could speak to your present, future, however, because everybody's on different timelines. So we're just going to go with this story. Okay, so the 10 of Lances is the 10 of Wands, and this card is basically about releasing the burdens that have been holding you back. And many times this card is not, it's like worries and burdens, and it's energy, okay? So wands are always about energy. So a lot of times these are not our burdens. So if you're an empath, you may find that you're carrying a lot of other people's energy. And so there's always a warning here to be careful if you're an empath, who you're around or what thoughts you think, because, just thinking, reliving like in your mind, like an argument, will put you back into that energy. So that we need to be careful for. But that's why it's important to do our work and kind of resolve things, and don't let those wands, the burdens, the thoughts, the energy continue to spiral or spin around in our energy, because it'll keep us in that same vibration. Okay, so the 3 of Lances here, reversed. This is the 3 of Wands reversed. So may feel like, all the rewards, all the things that I put out have been delayed, a lot of the things. And this is this feeling of all or nothing that I'm getting through this reading. Like, man, why is this so hard? That's a really good question, because I know I've been asking this too as a Gemini sun. But but this could be if you're Gemini moon, if you're a Gemini like ascending, any Gemini in your chart, even Mars, Venus, big time. My Venus and Taurus readings always resonate with me more than my moon sign. Okay, so I have the Page of Pentacles here. All right, so I'm hearing the burdens, the delays are basically, I'm just kind of listening because I want to go kind of slow and breathe. So you see this green orb right here? Let me go this way. This green orb reminds me of the heart chakra, and that healing needs to take place, and everything will look different. The burdens will look different. The rewards will look different. Because what I'm hearing here is it's not necessarily that the rewards haven't been coming. It's that it's part of the way we're seeing them. So it kind of feels like there is progress, but it's slow, and it's almost like things are getting knocked out of the way. Like, it's almost like if, okay, let's talk about swords here. If you were in a jungle, you have a big knife, like a machete, and you would be cutting things away. This is part of that process, is releasing other people's burdens and our attachment to them, and clearing the way so we can sail again. So our rewards have an open route, so to speak. But it is emotion. See, this is on water, and this is like in a church. So this is things that people told us we should be or what we should do, okay? And then this is just allowing whatever to come in the way it's supposed to come. And the expectations need to be shifted. This is that, they talk about going with the flow, and that's it. We're maybe resisting some kind of flow. Allow things to flow in and out of our lives as they're supposed to, because whatever's meant to stay will stay. And if it's meant to come back, then it will. And I know it's like that butterfly, release the butterfly. If he was yours, he will come back. So this is about healing your heart. Once we heal our heart chakra, then we actually, so it's also about an opportunity that's before us, okay? It could be learning something new or embracing something new. Once we heal our heart chakra, we don't need the attachments, you see. We don't need to worry about other people's burdens because we'll understand that those are theirs. We start processing the information through our hearts, and that changes quite a bit. Not through our anxiety or our insecurities, but through our heart. By balancing our heart chakra, it actually helps to balance our emotions. All right, so that took a little while to come out. Thank you for your patience on that. All right, Gemini. So next what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card. This is a creativity deck. We're going to use a card on each, pull a card on each card here. So the energy that was coming out last week was so chaotic that it was as if I was told there's going to be a shift, just wait. And so now you may find that this week your energy is different than it was on Thursday or Friday. Okay. Okay, here's this card right here. Shadow out. I'm in glare. Okay, this is pause. Accept that you must wait and prepare for developments to reach the next stage. So as we pause and we're waiting for things to change or new information, this is a wonderful time to release what's no longer ours. So it might be in that thinking mode. I'm so tired of thinking. What needs to be released? What's coming back that's kind of being a red flag? What's coming back that is just gnawing at you? Look at that. Look at it from all perspectives. What am I not seeing here? Because if it's still in your consciousness, like you're bringing it back, it needs to be resolved. And if it's something that's been coming back for a long time, oh my gosh, it's blocking a lot of rewards because you're stuck in that old energy. Or it may be possible that you're stuck in the old energy. It's really funny because Aries got these two cards also. And I shuffled the deck. So I don't know if it was see, I did Gemini and Aries multiple times. So if it wasn't on the one that was posted, it was on the ones that weren't posted. So start. You must start where you are. Examine your situation and take a chance. So maybe what I'm hearing here is this is a 9 and this is 9. Quite interesting. What I'm hearing here is you may be reluctant to make a change or something like this because you don't know if there's going to be a reward. Well, or start something. Okay. So like starting a YouTube channel, how do I know if I'm going to make money? You may not. Why are you starting it? You must look at the reason to start something. There's other ways of rewards. It's not just all monetary. It's not just all the way we think it's going to be, you see. Like they're not going to come the way we think, okay? Because, I thought maybe I could make money on this YouTube channel, but honestly, I'm not. I spend more time, and so I noticed that I'm doing it for myself because it's important that I help others. And if it doesn't help you, well, then it doesn't help you, but I try, I'm not here to be anybody's savior. but I know that it does help people, and it's actually made the other side of my business better. Better at talking with people, better at doing live readings at my festival. So even though this channel is not making any money at all, and I mean, I'm not saying it can't. I get some readings once in a great while, and I really am grateful for all the likes and views and everything that's come from it. But actually, my other business at my festivals it's really done. It's starting to pick up really nicely. So start from wherever you are, examine your situation, and take a chance. There's a reason why you're starting there. Like one thing turns into another. One thing may create context. One thing, I mean, being part of just a YouTube group, even though I'm not a big contribution, I'm still a contribution. And so here's a butterfly. It's really a pretty picture, huh? So this is about taking an opportunity. Start from where you are, even though it seems like nothing is happening. Start from right here. Make a shift right here. Don't wait for anything to change. Make the change yourself. You have more power than you realize. Okay, so this is an opportunity, healing the heart chakra, which is granted. Believe in your abilities as a magic maker to manifest your wishes. They will soon be your reality. We went from 9 to 10. This is a 10 also. So a 10 is also a 1, you know. So this is important because this is basically reminds me of the Magician card, which is also a 1. Sorry, my sinuses are kind of nasally. Anyway, so Geminis have that mercurial magic. Geminis and Virgos. So we're able to create out of nowhere. But we must release some of our burdens and not be stuck in that thought, those old thoughts, the old circular thinking, so we can get back to the place of creation. And that's starting where we are right now. Excuse me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little bit more tarot, and we're going to just drop some cards on each of these stacks. So please tell me about the burdens that we need to consider releasing if we're maybe a place of focus. You may say, oh my gosh, I got so many burdens. How do I know which ones to start on? It would be the ones that are coming forward the most. That's typically what needs to be, take the biggest ones first. And if it's too overwhelming, then just take whatever comes. Take one that's not so difficult. So it's whatever works for you, of course. So if the major one is too big to conquer, take one that's not as painful to just release, okay? Okay, so it is about loving ourselves enough to do the work for ourselves and healing ourselves, giving ourselves a new start in love. It's a gift from the divine. The divine says, I see you and I love you. See the eye? And we have all the cycles of the moon. Within the next month, you can do a lot of releasing, and they're advising you to. Okay, when you release in all of this, you're going to start seeing what you couldn't see before. That's the 4 of Cups. You're going to start, seeing what you didn't before. So whether it's opportunities that maybe passed you by, things, right there, it reminds me of things that were right under your nose that would have, if you could have seen them, you would have, it would have been easier to bypass some of the issues, to bypass some of the pain. But it's about details here. That's what is coming through. Details that weren't noticed because maybe we were going too fast or we had certain expectations, and that might have changed the way we looked at it, because there's it's an automatic, it's what our mind thinks it is when it may not be true. So there's something to go back and look at those details. As you're sorting through stuff, I think it'll make sense what was overlooked, okay? So now we're going to look at the delay and the rewards, okay? Okay, so start. This is the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's important that we consider this lack mentality that we've been in. And when we don't have self-love, then we we say, well, why doesn't this happen for me? That would be this card. Why are my blessings or rewards delayed? It was saying, to start where you are now, maybe needs to be an understanding that there's been many rewards, but because they're not what you thought they should be, you can't see them, okay? And so it's getting out of that poverty mindset of, why does this always happen? Why am I always the outsider? The outsider has a different point of view. They're not being manipulated by things other people are. So being the outsider, see, here's a way of looking at something that doesn't seem like it's fair. But this is a gift, and honestly is a gift. Take it from one who knows, because you're able to make the right judgments when you need to, because you're not manipulated by the masses as much, okay? So judgment is about making the changes and permanent changes. Making a judgment call on the past, on the whatever's bothering you, and making the right judgment call, because being able to see things for what they are, because we're coming into this place of self-love. We're coming into a place of a new opportunity to love. And it could be, looking at a relationship again. I'm just not seeing a lot of information there. So it could be an overview, more of an overview of what's been going on. Let's look at wishes granted now. Devil. And Three of Swords. So wishes granted. Okay. Believe in your abilities as a magic maker. Manifest your wishes. They will soon be reality. And then here comes this guy, right? Oh, no, you're not. Who do you think you are? This is excuse me, the rhetoric that plays in your head. There's garnets right here. Garnets, this has to do with your, what they're saying, your base, your root chakra, okay? This has to do with you not feeling like you belong to anything. That's what they're saying. And because of that, there's, we have this trying to heal from heartbreak. Feeling like you don't belong. Probably because you don't belong to this. And this is a blessing. Just like being the outsider. It's not a bad thing to not belong into this. Look at this. Do we really want to belong to this? This also can be Capricorn. But it doesn't feel like it. It could be a Capricorn, but unless you had some heartbreak with a Capricorn you're trying to heal. Which is granted. There's also a warning about a wish that is kind of selfish, a wish that has to do with obsession, because that will break your heart and you'll have to heal again from that. Or maybe it's so you can heal your broken heart. Maybe, okay, so now here comes the love coming back in. Okay. There may be somebody that you feel like you should have a second chance with. But just consider it. If this card here reminds you of what this person has been doing, what this person was to you, and obsession. Okay, if this person takes you away from yourself, which something's been taking somebody away from themselves, then this, you may have to heal again from the heartbreak. And you're almost healed here. Why are we going back into this energy? That's a question also that needs to be asked. Okay. I'm going to get Enchanted Map card right there. So some of us, when we get strong again, we think we can handle this energy. We think it's like, here's an example, like how an alcoholic they've been clean 5 years and they think, well, I can have just one drink. And some people can just have one drink. But some people, if they were really bad and they could never have one drink after a certain amount, then they go back in and they think they can have just one drink. And so there's something about, well, why would you do that to yourself when you're getting your wishes coming true? Why? And it's something right at the time you're ready to actually get your rewards and manifest them, to undermine yourself, to hurt yourself like that. So they're asking you to reflect on that. I've got 3 cards. I got home reversed, heal the ouch, and have bone collector. So home reversed, this is not feeling comfortable in your own skin, and healing the ouch. It's you're not willing to go in deep and find the original wound, and it really needs to be done. This is a 9. This is an 11. Because once you can heal the ouch, go in and get to that original wound, the one that was overlooked, that causes you to overlook things. It's something to do in your past. That's what they're saying. It needs to be dug out. Okay. And then we're going to read the bone collector. The bone collector is a 1. Okay, this must be done to shift the energy and to put you where you actually should be. You should be here. But, there's reasons, there's things that need to be cleared, and you may find that you're going to keep hitting this wall until you can break through it. Okay? You're whole and have everything you need within. This is the Magician card again. See this? They're showing you what's blocking you. And it's the things that you wish that aren't good for you. And I know this isn't for everyone, so. When the bone collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, as if something essential is stolen from us, we adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets up us to behave in a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. This is like reliving your childhood or reliving that thing. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. Okay? You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable or expect to be criticized. No matter what your question, the bone collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what is stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you to reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the bone collector is your inner resource. I'm sorry, I'm struggling with reading this. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find that you have it all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. Okay. So, if you can start with, I can feel some resistance here, and I also feel some ahas, and other, this is not me, you're a crazy lady. Okay. And that's cool. That's all right. Okay. So, if maybe we can leave the door a little bit open to say, look, if there is a wound that's running me, okay, because my life is kind of stuck somewhere and I'm very frustrated that I'm not moving forward, then please, show me. Let us prove it to you. Let Spirit prove to you how they can heal, that they can bring this forward in a gentle and kind way, in a healing way, in a loving way, and to bring your self-love back, to bring love back to yourself, not only to yourself, but in your life, and know that your wishes can be granted because you're worthy. And this part that was taken from you is waiting for you to go back and get yourself. Because it's just a place that hid. It's just part of you that hid because of the pain. And it's actually been there the whole time waiting for you. And also, Spirit's been waiting for you. They've been waiting for you to make the right call for yourself. To start where you're at, and take a chance on yourself, on your own healing. So you can Stop putting yourself last and get the rewards that you deserve. Release the burdens that other people put on you, other people's behavior that hurt you. It's time to reclaim yourself as a sovereign, independent, amazing, creative, magical human being, Gemini. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.